Hi everyone, and welcome to this gentle, seated, all levels friendly flow designed for when you don't really want to do any of those standing poses, you don't have a lot of space, you don't have a lot of energy, and you just want to stay a little bit closer to the ground. So we're going to go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. You can cross the legs. You can find half lotus. You can also use a pillow or a blanket to help lift the sit bones if your knees are a little bit higher up and you don't have as much comfort. So just finding a neutral spine, lengthening through the torso, lengthening through the crown of the head, closing down the eyes. You can bring the hands onto the knees or rest them in the lap, whichever feels more comfortable. And just begin to turn that awareness inward. Taking some nice, gentle inhales and exhales through the nose. Noticing the natural pace of the breath. Where the air tends to settle, where the inhales expand, where the exhales contract. Turning that awareness to the area around the belly button. And beginning to send your inhales all the way down, trying to expand through the stomach as well as the chest. Tapping into that diaphragmatic belly breathing that can help combat that anxiety, that breath that tends to settle in the top of the chest. Noticing how the inhales will tend to naturally lengthen and naturally slow down as we do this. And then on your next inhale, taking a nice, deep, long breath in through the nose. And sigh out loudly through the mouth. Inhale again through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Last one like this. Slowly blinking the eyes open. Inhale to lift the shoulders all the way up towards the ears, and exhale, send them all the way down the back. Inhaling to bring them up. Exhaling, drawing them down and back. One more in this direction. And then reverse. So inhale to draw them up and around. Exhaling down and back up. Bringing your shoulders back to a neutral position. Inhale to reach the left arm out towards the side, extending the right arm up overhead, and then exhale, bend all the way over to the left. You can come down onto the forearm, or you can stay up on that hand if it means your hip bone is coming up off of the mat. Reaching through that right fingertips, creating as much space as you can from the right hip all the way through that arm. Breathing into that side body. Exhale to sweep that right arm down and around all the way over to the right, extending the left arm up overhead this time. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to sink all the way down into your side bend, really breathing into the left hand side of the ribs. Inhale to lift yourself all the way back up. Taking the right hand onto the left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist over that left shoulder. Finding more length as with every inhale and more depth in the twist with every exhale. Inhale to turn all the way back to center, crossing over the arms, bringing the left hand onto the right knee. Exhale to round through the spine, tucking the chin, pushing the back to the back of the room. Inhale, lifting the chest back up, keeping the left hand on the right knee, twisting over that right shoulder. Inhale to turn all the way back, bringing the right arm on top of the left with the right hand on the left knee. Exhaling again to round through the spine, tucking the chin. Inhaling to release the twist, bringing hands onto the same knees this time, pulling the chest all the way through, tipping the chin up. Exhaling to straighten the arms round through the back, coming into these rounds of cat-cow from our seated position. Moving at the pace of your own breath, inhaling to come forward. Exhaling to go back, rounding through the spine. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Coming back to your neutral spine, keeping the left knee bent, extend that right leg all the way out to the side, the toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Inhale to turn to face over that right leg, and then exhale to walk the hands down, folding over the thigh. You can grab onto the floor, the shin, the ankle, or the foot, wherever is easiest for you. But making sure not to round too much through the spine, really trying to draw the belly button towards the thigh, leading with the chest. Inhale to lift yourself all the way back up. Taking hold of that left knee with your right hand, reaching the left arm all the way up overhead, and then bending over as if you're reaching for that right foot, but without crunching down the chest, keeping the chest nice and lifted, reaching through those left fingertips. Coming back to the breath. Inhale to come all the way up. Release the left hand onto the left hand side, turning to face over that left thigh. And then exhale to walk the forearms all the way down, sinking the chest, reaching all the way over, stretching from that right foot all the way to the right arm. Inhale to walk the hands all the way back up to a seat, coming into the same on the other side. So bending the right knee, extending the left. Bringing the inside of that right foot to the inside of the left thigh, turning to face that left foot. Inhale to lift the chest, exhale to fold over that thigh. Grabbing onto whatever is easiest for you. Finding more depth with each exhale. Inhale to walk the hands all the way back, bringing the left hand onto the right knee. Inhale to extend that right arm, bending over towards those left toes, reaching through that right finger, breathing into the right side of the body. Inhale to lift all the way back up, bringing both hands onto the right hand side, and then coming down onto the forearms, exhaling to fold over that right thigh, reaching through the torso, reaching through the arms. Inhale to come all the way back up to a seat, this time extending the right leg as well, coming into this wide-legged fold, taking the hips as wide as they'll go with the toes pointed up to the sky. Come to a tall seat and then exhale to walk the hands down as far as they'll go, not forcing, not trying to make this shape that isn't suiting our bodies right now. Finding our edge of discomfort without it being painful. Closing down the eyes, softening all the muscles of the face, relaxing into the posture. Using your lengthy exhales as an anchor, as a way to ground. Maybe finding more release with each exhale. And then on your next inhale, lift the chest, lift the head, walk the hands all the way back towards your hips, bringing both hands underneath the knees. Inhale to lift the knees, bringing the feet together. Drawing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out to the side, coming into our bound angle. Shuffle the hips forward, bringing them as close to the heels as you can. Interlacing the fingers, bringing them underneath the feet, using the thumbs to pull apart the big toes like the pages of a book. Letting the knees fall out to the side as far as they'll go, lengthening through the spine. Maybe introducing some gentle movements up and down, warming into that hip joint. And then coming back to stillness in your bound angle, releasing the feet, turning to face the left-hand side of the mat, keeping the left leg bent. We're going to extend the right leg all the way to the back, coming into our pigeon pose. If you need something underneath the sit bones to give you a little bit more stability, you can grab a pillow or a rolled up blanket or a block. Inhaling first to lengthen the spine, puff up the chest. And then exhaling to release all the way down onto the forearms, to the chest, to the forehead, wherever meets the mat first. Coming back to the breath here. Breathing into any discomfort that you might have in this pose. Hip openers can bring up a lot of emotions, a lot of discomfort. We can use the breath to help remind us that we are safe. Remind us that we can sit through uncomfortable things. That we might be stronger than we think. Couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, lifting up the head, pushing up with the hands, coming back up to your seat. Put all of your weight into that left sit bone, lift up the right leg, swing it all the way around, coming into cow face pose. So stacking the knees on top of one another, bringing the feet as close to the hips as you can, ensuring both sit bones are on the mat. Lengthening through the spine. And then taking cow face arms from here. So inhaling to lift the right arm up overhead. Draw the hand down in between the shoulder blades. Now this might be enough for you, or you might be able to reach that left arm around and then reach up with the fingers to grab opposite hands. You can use a strap or a rolled up towel or blanket here to help bring the hands closer if you can't fully reach just yet. But once you're here or you're in any position with the arms, exhale to fold the torso down. Coming back to that breath. Inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Release the arms. This time coming into pigeon on the other side. So unravel the legs, keeping the right knee bent. Send the left leg all the way back to the back of the mat. Finding that prop underneath the sit bones if you need it on this side as well. Inhaling to lift the chest. Exhaling to walk the hands all the way down, releasing the torso, releasing the forehead. Coming into this reclined pigeon. Settling into the breath here, letting everything return to its normal pace, the heart rate, the breath, as we come to the end of the practice. Inhale to lift the chest all the way back up, bringing all of your weight into that right sit bone, lifting the left leg to swing it all the way around, stacking the left knee on top of the right, drawing the feet in as much as you can. They might be a little bit further apart, that's absolutely fine. Keeping both sit bones on the mat, taking cow face arms on this side as well. So inhaling to lift the left arm, bring the hand in between the shoulders. Extend the right arm out to the side and then scoop it round and up. Reaching the other hand, interlacing the fingers. And then wherever you are, exhaling now to fold over that front thigh. Inhale to lift yourself all the way back up. Release the hands, bringing them behind you. Unravel the feet, taking them as wide as the mat will go. Exhale to drop the knees towards the right. Inhale them back up and exhale over to the left. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling down. Inhale to bring them up one more time. Extend the legs all the way down the mat. Coming down onto the forearms, releasing the spine, releasing the head, letting the arms fall out to the sides. Coming into that final resting pose. Integrating all of that movement that your body's just done. Coming back to that natural heart rate, that natural pace of the breath. Noticing how the body feels now compared to the start of the practice. How the mind feels now compared to the start of the practice. And then trying to stay with this peaceful mindset, this peaceful energy for the rest of our day. I'll leave you here for as long as you would like, but as always, if you would like to come out of it, you can just introduce some movement back into the fingers and the toes, slowly rolling over onto the right hand side and then coming up to a comfortable seat. But I do invite you to stay here for as long as possible. And thank you so much for joining me for this gentle seated flow today, everyone. And I will see you next time.